do not drink water with meals. Is this correct? No, it's not correct. Look at this sutra from Gheranda Samhita and understand what the truth is. When you should have water and when you should not have water with food. Annena pūrayed ardhaṃ, toyena tṛtīyakam, udarasya turīyāṃśaṃ, saṃrakṣed vāyucāraṇe. If we convert it to the anvaya or the pro sequence, it will go like this. Udarasya, of the stomach, ardhaṃ, half, pūrayed, fill up, annena, anna is food, annena, with food, tṛtīyakam, the third part, toyena, toya means water, toyena, with water, saṃrakṣed, reserve, turīyāṃśaṃ, meaning the fourth portion, vāyucāraṇe, for the movement of air. One should fill half the stomach with food, third part with water, and the fourth part should be left empty for proper movement of air. Two most important points for the modern life. One should never fill up the stomach with food. So only half the stomach should be filled with food. The second most important point is 1/4 of the stomach should be filled with water. This does not mean pure, clean drinking water. If you are having a gravy or a soup, the water content in that gravy or the soup will also count for this 1/4. So, if the food is dry, you need to add drinking water. If the food is already having a lot of water in terms of soup, then you may not need to add water. So, all the statements that you should never drink water from half an hour before food to half an hour after food is wrong. It is correct only when the context is correct, meaning the food already contains water in terms of soup or gravy. Do a simple test. Have poha without supplementing it with tea, coffee, water, juice, anything. Just try poha. Or have bread and egg without supplementing it with any drink and see how you feel. How do we digest? It's a mechanical plus chemical process. Food is chewed in the mouth. Also, it gets mixed with saliva. It creates what is called bolus, a semi-solid material which goes down to the stomach. Inside the stomach, the food gets churned as well as it gets mixed with gastric juices. Now, if the food is totally solid, devoid of moisture, or very little moisture, this process becomes difficult. So, some amount of moisture is required according to modern science. And this is what Charaka Samhita, the sutra that we have seen, prescribes. It quantifies how much solid food, how much liquid, and how much empty space is required in the stomach for proper digestion. In the modern life, we are having fast food, we are having frequent meals without letting the food get digested inside the stomach, and also our liquid intake is not proportionate to the food. We are either drinking too little or too much. Once you have understood this principle of the proportion of solid versus liquid versus empty space, your food will get digested properly. Otherwise, if you go by doctrines blindly without understanding the basis or the background, your food will not get digested properly. So we need to understand the underlying basic principles before we blindly follow any doctrine. Now that you have understood what is required to digest food, you know exactly when to drink water, when not to drink water with meal. All the best. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah.